Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Monday, January 9th, 2017. In both the Lynn Life and the Jamie Body Mind, the authorized souls continue to be only child souls from the deeper, denser dimensions, and also nature realms guardians. And in addition to those kinds of presences, we seem to have a team of Vanovanov souls here, in defiance of our stated position, but not to single them out. They're just the latest group in an extremely long parade of soul teams who move through here, ignoring our stated wishes.
That's true.
Because they're criticizing that we shouldn't have said what we just said, I'm asking, can you find a way to say it more precisely, to be more precisely truthful, to describe our current situation more accurately?
I don't have anything. I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything. As always, our foundational intention is to do what is ours to do right now in all dimensions. The data very clearly showing that until we are able to tell what's really going on, we're helpless both in our own experiences of sentience and helpless to make a change on behalf of the greater good. It just actually doesn't work without a search for truth. So that seems to be our one of the three primary assignments, and actually the one that matters most. It begins with truth. So our intention for today is to really focus on that search for truth effort. And with that, the formally videoed portions of today's efforts begin. What now? What would a reasonable person of integrity do right now to manifest the divine plan, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do? What now? Do you hear anything? Any response?
Only screaming people low in the pillar who say things like, "Jump off a bridge!"
All right,
I don't hear anything from a high vibration.
Well, what do I know? Somebody's asking. One thing I do now is that when we target more specifically, things work better.
Yes.
Lady Edith, what do we do now in order to manifest the divine plan, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do? She's talking about weaving and how helpful it can be to weave together different strands, and I believe she's talking about souls and bodies working together, and it doesn't feel revolting.
No.
But it does feel as though there are significant data points that are being left out of your analysis.
Yes, gaps, big gaps.
Huge, enormous gaps. So what we're going to do is just energetically hand up to you all of the experimentation that has been conducted through these host lives for the past, how about we'll start with the past 5 years of data, and then we'll go to the past 10 years of data, and the past 15 years of data, and the past 20 years of data, and the past 26 years of data, because that's how long we've been accumulating actually coming up on 27 years of data, actually. That's how long we've been accumulating data in this effort, this multi-dimensional effort of manifesting the divine plan, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do. So how about we just start with the last 5 years, because if you include that 5-year snippet of data in your analysis, I think you'll see that almost everything you're suggesting has already been tried many times.
That's true.
She says, by talented teams such as us.
Well, what I can do is show you the teams who tried them.
There, that's what we can do. Here's what the Ra team did. And here's what the Loose team did. And here's what the Asha team did. Here's what the Ulysses team did. Do you have other teams that you would like to see? Here's what the Black Wolf team did. What now, in order to manifest the divine plan, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do? What now, Lady Edith? What now?
It's very quiet.
I see her calling for someone to come in.
Yes,
And
waving.
Yes, and it's one of those Vanovanov male people, one of the
Yes.
brothers or nephews or cousins.
Yes, that's true. It might be Horatio. It's stocky, not skinny. Sad.
Yes. All of their ideas, what I think they're doing is they're taking their ideas and holding them up across the spectrum of all these other ideas that seem to be spread out on a really big table.
Yes,
like
that's true.
a long conference table. Somebody's calling it a war table, which is actually not a metaphor that I feel very comfortable with.
That's not appropriate for the space.
This is a house of God.
No.
This is not a war room. If you're plotting a war, this isn't the right place. It's not a match.
That's true.
How about call it an altar? You can place your plans, the plans that have already been tried, on the altar, and then hold up the plans that you're recommending,
Yes.
and then just match it by color to the plans that are a closest fit. Like that thing that Horatio is holding in his hands, it's been tried many, 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 many times before. Look at that, how big the pile is of things of that color and scent
Yes,
and
that's true.
tone. It's identical. Look at how big the mound is. And so it's been tried by so many others, and it never works, never. It's got a 100% failure rate.
That's true.
Can you see that, Horatio? I think he's willing to acknowledge it.
Yes.
Thank you. Do you have any other suggestions? What now, in order to manifest the divine plan, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do? Somebody else is coming in. Lady Edith has called in somebody else.
That's true. Also male.
Also has his treasured plan in front of him.
Yes.
Lady Edith, can you help us sort these just energetically so that what's already been tried is grouped appropriately, vibrationally, just a vibrational sort?
Yes.
It'll make it easier for your relatives to find their plan amongst everything that's already happened.
I feel sorting starting to happen. It looks like things are moving magically around on the table.
Yes. And now the eye is being drawn to the plan pattern that's a match for what this gentleman is proposing. And
Yeah.
even his idea, I see what Lady Edith did.
Yeah.
She seemed to pick an idea as close to diametrically opposed to Horatio's idea as she could. She said, well, Horatio has this one argument.
Yes.
This other person, who might be somebody like Leo, has
Yes.
something entirely different he wants to propose. So I think it might be Leo. So Leo, come
Yes.
forward, and you can see your plan has been tried.
Nodding. He's nodding.
It's only been tried once, maybe, not many times.
Nodding. Now he doesn't want to try it anymore.
Well, but Leo, it's only been tried once, and your plan, if I have it right, which I could be completely wrong, it feels like the treehouse loose plan where you just fall up.
He's nodding and nodding.
We all actually believe that to be an excellent plan. We think it's a really great plan, and maybe what needs to happen. We don't think that it was tried effectively.
Well, he's starting to feel better.
It's different than Horatio's plan, which you see Horatio's plan has been tried a mountain of times, like it's mounded up, heaped over. That plan has been beat into the ground. We don't have any interest in trying Horatio's plan again, not here. We wish him luck if he goes and tries it someplace else, but please leave us out of that plan.
That's true.
However, your plan, it's a match, or darn close to a match for what Treehouse Loose proposed. Well, Treehouse Loose didn't propose it, but it was our perception of what Treehouse Loose was supposed to do.
Yes, that's true.
And he gave it one shoddy attempt
yeah, that's
and
true.
quit. And he didn't really try like he intended to succeed, in our personal opinion. And again, we could be completely wrong, and we could have misread what was going on. And
Leo is agreeing. He's saying, yeah, that's what I thought happened. I thought that he gave it some little try and then gave up.
yeah, and we think it's a great idea.
Yeah,
actually.
I also think it's a great idea. I don't know if I can do it, but I think someone's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it. So we would be very happy to work with you in that attempt.
Yeah, this is true.
This host life is on board with that.
Yeah, this host life is
idea.
on board. He's not leaving.
What now? In order to manifest the divine plan, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do, what now?